Hello again, it's Trudy here from Hot Patterns, and this time I'm here with our fabulous little YouTube clip to introduce to you one of our two brand new pattern releases that we're releasing today. And you can quite clearly see that I'm modelling it because it's a dress. And this is the Deco Vibe Diamond Life dresses. And if you were around in the 80s, you'll recognise Diamond Life as a title of a song, a very, very popular 80s track. And we've called it kind of an 80s reference name because it's a slightly 80s retro look. I mean very slightly. When I say it's an 80s retro look, it's really got the mood of the 80s around it, and I'll go through the details with you later and you'll see what I mean. But I should point out that what it doesn't have is the huge great linebacker shoulders. We're avoiding that this season and every other season for that matter. So I'll give you a little bit of a story behind it, because of course there's always a story behind our patterns, and then I'm going to go through the details with this, and I'm going to show you a variation as well, because I want you to see just how different it looks when you do it in different types of fabrics. So when we decided to do this dress, we had real criteria in mind, because we don't just throw patterns out there. There's always a reason behind us doing whatever style we do. And what we wanted to achieve with this was a really good summer dress. Now, when I say a summer dress, I don't mean a sundress, because that's the normal thing we think of when we think of a summer dress. And a sundress, of course, is very bare. It's either halter neck, or it's strappy, or it's strapless. You've got a lot of skin exposed. And while that's fantastic when you're on vacation, or you're at the beach, or you're in the park, it's not really always appropriate for kind of everyday wear, you know, going to work, going to school, actually kind of being out in the world. So what we wanted to do was do a really good dress that was very easy to wear when it's very, very hot, but also that looked really chic and really beautiful. And the other thing we really wanted to achieve was you to be able to get lots of different kind of looks from it depending on how you style it and what fabrics you used. So this one, you can see, well, it's black. I mean, that's quite obvious. This is a black linen. This is a Fabric.com black linen. It's just their basic medium weight linen in black. And it works really, really well because it's quite a clean look. Even though there's a lot of detail in this garment, you don't get kind of overwhelmed by it because the black is so calming. And the nice thing about it is, if you make it in the linen, it's firm enough, it's structured enough, it's got enough kind of oomph to wear to, you know, an office environment or going out to lunch or something where you have to kind of dress properly. So it works really, really well for that. Now the details on it, I'm not sure if you can see these, but obviously I'll go through you with them again on the other one. But the details that are important on this is, you've got a short-ish dolman sleeve, not really, really short, shortish. And a dolman sleeve, of course, is cut in one with the bodice, which makes it really nice and kind of loose and easy to wear. And the other thing that's really important to bear in mind about this style is it's got a slightly dropped waist. I say slightly, it's about 2 inches below your natural waist. This is what makes it very kind of loose and slouchy and easy to wear. We've got these great pockets here, which I'm really loving, because they just make it, you know, really nice kind of sort of zhuzh around in. And it's got a slightly tulip-shaped skirt. Now you'll see it better when I show you the other one. It's also got some details on the bodice, but as I say, you can't really see them in black like this. But as it is, it's a fabulous summer dress, and it will keep you very, very cool, even in Florida's 95-degree heat and 95% humidity. So here is our lovely variation that I mentioned earlier. Now, the thing that hits you first of all, of course, is it's colour blocked. White on the top, black on the bottom. And this is a really useful thing to bear in mind when you're doing this dress. Because it has got a waist seam, albeit a drop waist seam, you can mix your fabrics. So you can do solid and solid, patterned and solid, pattern and pattern. Really, choice is yours. But it gives you a lot of mileage from this dress pattern. Now on this one, you can see a lot more of the details, so I'll go through them with you now. But the one thing you can really see, if you're an eagle-eyed sewer, is that I made a mistake. Oh yes, I did. I did the front wrap going around the wrong way. Note to self, do not complete your samples when you're half asleep late at night. That's always a good idea. So, I'll go through the details with you now. This one, the thing to notice here is we've got a concealed fastening at the front. Now you can use pretty much anything for this, snaps, buttons, whatever. On this one, because this is jersey, I've actually used some tiny Velcro dots on the inside because there was no way I was buttonholing this, not going to happen. And this, by the way, is my absolute favourite cotton bamboo jersey from Fabric.com. I use it a lot, I use it all the time. And I actually just had just over a yard of each colour, so I kind of squeaked it out of this. But it looks really good as a 2-colour one. Now, the important thing for anybody who is, should we say, blessed in the bust department is this. We do have princess seams here, which makes it very easy for you to fit to kind of accommodate your bust. And we have some very slight gathering here. Now, you can see the difference in the fit of mine, which is linen, which is a firmer fabric, against the difference here, which is a softer drapier jersey fabric. And I wanted to show you the difference between these two standing together, because this is kind of as firm and as heavy as you should go, and this is as kind of light and drapey as you should go. So anything in between these is going to work really, really well for this. So think about things like crepe, like rayon, like soft washed silks. All those kind of things are going to look beautiful in this style. Now, I'm just spinning it around to the back so I can show you the back detail. You can see it's got a very, very, very simple collarless look here. Incidentally, the one I'm wearing, of course, has got this disconnected mandarin that comes down to here. And it just goes down below the waist there, and you've got your princess seams at the back too. Now, I've styled this, if that's what you want to call it, I've styled this with a narrow belt. I've obviously just used a piece of cord that I had because I don't really have many narrow belts. But I really think if you're going to belt this one, a narrow belt is going to look best. It's going to look much better than a chunky one. If you want to wear a chunky belt, then you wear it down here over the seam, so it's much more kind of on the hip. But you can see the difference in these two looks. This is a bit more kind of modern groovy girl, because of course I am a modern groovy girl. And this is a little bit more elegant, a little bit more chic. And certainly if you did this in prints or a soft, solid colour, you're going to get a very, very, very pretty and feminine look. So that's our rather gorgeous new pattern. That's the Deco Vibe Diamond Life dresses, and you can see that you've got a few little variations. The longer sleeve on the jersey one, the short sleeve on this, the collar on this, collarless on the other one. But the truth is, you can get as many looks out of this as you choose to get by using different colours, different fabrics, and different fabrics with different drape, and it's going to look fantastic. So all I can tell you is, you need to go and make this one. And thank you very much for watching.